for the record, because I wanted the court
We're on the record now.
to be aware of what occurred.
Okay.
Mr. Rydell and his
Just
client,
state your name for the record
for
again.
the record, mine, Ellen St. Laurent for the state.
Okay. And for the defense.
Judge William Moore on behalf of Scott Roman.
Okay.
And Judge, I appeared for you earlier, Joshua Rydell, on behalf of the surety company.
Got it. Okay, I understand.
A
Okay.
surety company. There's another surety company here, and I guess that's what has kind of happened, but
Okay, tell me what's going
What
on.
concerns me is the following, Judge, is that there was a newspaper article on this case showing that this court set a total of $1 million in bonds.
Okay.
Fortunately or unfortunately, that gets the attention of the surety community. And we're seeing an issue where, and I'm not saying in this particular case, where bonds are being solicited. I was approached by Mr. Rydell and his client, Sean Millman. They brought me some paperwork which alleged to be an indemnity agreement and a mortgage signed by the defendant, Scott Roman.
Okay.
The first thing that jumped out at me, Judge, was that he has a husband, that the property is, according at least to the property appraiser's website, is owned by not just the defendant, but his husband.
Okay.
And I said, where's his signatures? And more importantly, have you had contact with the defense attorney? They told me no. To be honest with you, Judge, that was my red flag. A $1 million bond, that a bonding company would not have had contact with the defense attorney. It's not $1,000 against the cocaine bond. So I put in a phone call in front of Mr. Rydell to the attorney that I was told was the attorney of record, which is William Ryan Moore.
Right.
I left a voicemail. He called me back and he said, I've never heard of Broward County bail bonds as it relates to this bond.
Nope.
At the time, I've never heard of Broward County bail bonds as it relates to this bond. I had no contact with them. So I called Mr. Rydell and I said, Mr. Moore tells me he's dealing with another company. He's dealing with Brady bail bonds. He's had absolutely no contact with your client. You need to get to the bottom of this. Did he solicit the bond at the jail? Did the defendant reach out to him? I will say that Mr. Moore has had his partner go to the jail, and apparently the defendant did reach out to the bonding company, so there's no allegation that they solicited the bond. But I wanted to bring it to the court's attention, because particularly on these larger bonds, if you're being approached to verify whether or not certain special bond conditions have been met by the defense, number one, I would ask the court that if there's an attorney of record, clearly that is a bond issue and they need to be advised that there shouldn't be a hearing set, but that the defense attorneys being aware that they were being set, because we were in a situation where you have an attorney for a bondsman, which according to the defense attorney at that time had absolutely no connection to the case. And we could have all traveled under a misimpression that they were the company that the defense intended to ultimately proffer the collateral proper to the state and the court. So I'm just bringing it to the court's attention because I see it as a problem on these larger bonds that are advertised in the newspaper particularly. So, and I know that Mr. Moore wanted to.
Yeah, I did.
I can scoot.
You can get going. Yeah, keep going.
Let me go.
Get
So
going, Mr. Rydell.
And Judge, obviously the court's very familiar with me. I've dealt with Mr. St. Laurent, even though she didn't necessarily remember right away on other issues. I was asked merely as a courtesy to hand deliver, which I believe is appropriate, certain bond documents to the state attorney's office, which is what happened this morning. I've now been appraised of the situation, and in reality, I've done business with Brandy Bail Bonds, who's here. It's going to end up being their bond. Okay. It's that simple. There's no. I know, baby. I apologize for this, Judge. So I wasn't supposed to be here this afternoon.
Friendly in here.
And that's where it lies. And I think there's underlying. I don't think there's anything nefarious that was here.
Well,
No.
Are you saying there's something nefarious going on here, ma'am?
I'm saying that now that Mr. Moore has confirmed that his client reached out to this bonding company, that there is not.
May I speak, Judge, just so the court's aware? And here's the thing. Okay, this really was of interest to me when I heard this was happening, that somebody had gone to the jail, spoken to my client, contacted my client's domestic partner. When I found out that it was Mr. Millman, I know that he would have called me. But the reason that I was on alert was because, Judge, I've just started practicing back here in Broward, as you know. I work with William Dorenzo. He's also co-counsel on this case. But every time I'm before you, even when I was before Judge Zakor, who was covering for you, big bond or small bond, I'm solicited by a bondsman, and so is my client. It's from an undisclosed number, and sometimes it's more than one. okay?
When you say you're solicited, what do you mean?
I've received a call every time I've been before you or a magistrate's 3 times in the past week or two. And by the time I walk downstairs to get a coffee,
What are the nature of
hey,
the
this
calls?
is so-and-so, I'm a bondsman, just wondered if you needed my help. And then I called Brandy up, called Wayne from Brandy Bail Bonds up on a case I was in front of Judge Secor on. And I had a point of contact, and suddenly there was a different bondsman that was used, and they don't want to talk about it. It's just very strange that there are solicitations taking place. I don't care who's used, Judge, but my phone blows up every time I'm in front of you.
Do you believe that there are bondsmen who watch this live stream and who, as soon as they see it, they beeline it right for the client?
I was told I saw you on sunsentinel.com. I didn't even know that it was on sunsentinel.com. I saw you on sunsentinel.com and wanted to know if you needed my help. Now I know that this is not the case in this situation. William went over to the jail and also verified that nobody came in and solicited our client without approval. That didn't happen in this situation.
But they can solicit family members, right?
That seems to be what's going on, Judge. I mean, I'm getting the calls immediately.
Good, Mr. Spath out there. Do you want to chime in, sir, about what's going on?
Absolutely.
I can't act as a grand jury, but I've heard this come up from time to time, so if you want to clear the air, we'll take another minute.
Absolutely. Here's the problem, Your Honor. The booking register comes out at 10 o'clock in the morning. The bondsmen watch the booking register. They watch you. They watch you go into the case. And then what they'll do, they'll go out, they'll contact the family, or they'll post the bond unsolicited. Unfortunately, by the time I've had this happen, I've had it happen in the past couple weeks, and I've had the attorneys send me the contacts. Okay? I've had them where they've come in, and the person came in from Syracuse, New York. The only person they dealt with was me and the defense attorney, Mr. Mollet. And the father got a text, okay? And the bondsman texting the father. The father said, "What's going on here? I don't call you." With Mr. Moore the other day, Mr. Moore called us the day before on this. We waited till he got out of court, and by the time they called the family, I believe the family was contacted by another attorney. Just the other day with Mr. Harmelin. Mr. Harmelin gave us a bond, and he says, "I can't believe this. My client was contacted." So what needs to be done is, somehow you got to shut off the audio. You've got to be able to sit down and take this bond register, the booking register, and not put it out to the next day and stop this solicitation. This is a crime, and I will tell you this. In California, they arrested 31 bail bondsmen for the same thing. Okay, this is a crime. It's got to stop.
Well, most of what you're telling me goes above my pay grade. I'm not sure I have control over
I know.
what you're saying. I realize your frustration, and I thought, since it is interwoven in this case, that we should air out a few of these issues.
Right.
But like I say, I can't really, I don't know that I can really do anything about
That's
it.
fine.
But,
Go
you know,
I just wanted the court to be aware of the issue, number
Right.
one. And number two, I mean, with all due respect, Judge, once the case is assigned, I always think that the trial judge should be dealing with the bond issues. You set the bond, and then if it gets
Right.
assigned, sometimes if they, if somebody's entitled to release, I don't want to hold up their release.
Right.
But I wanted you to be aware of what was going on. And just that it's a red flag, if somebody's coming in and we don't have a defense attorney, is a defense attorney a record because he had already appeared before you? That's a problem. So we appreciate your time, sir.
okay. Thank you very much.
And Judge, any confusion, that was caused or anything?
don't believe so.
Don't worry about
Come
it.
on, Rich.
Thank you.
I got it.
Mr. Beamer, may I see you real
See ya.
quick? You want to step up?
Your Honor, good morning, or good afternoon now. At lunchtime, I got a call from David Lippman. We have a mutual friend whose son was up this morning, Thomas Wareham,
Got
Thomas
it.
Michael Wareham.
Thomas Wareham?
There you go.
Hello, Mr. Wareham. You're being represented by Mr. Beamer. Allow him to speak on your behalf.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Beamer, your client has been charged with possession of heroin, buprenorphine, and drug paraphernalia. Do you have any comment about probable cause today?
No, Mr. Linder gave me the PCA, and I read through it. It looked like it was appropriate. Not that there can't be some motions, but
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your One moment. One moment, Your Honor. The only thing I seen Broward, Your Honor, was marijuana and drug paraphernalia from '05 Wareham.
Judge, I'd like you to hear from Mr. Lippman. You've met him before, I believe. He's got certainly the respect of a number of judges because of the work that he does with people that have got dependency problems. We have a situation like that here. So he's got a suggestion to the
Well,
court.
raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, put your hand down, sir, and tell us your name.
My name is David Lippman.
And which organization are you with, sir?
I'm with Redex Services. We're case managers
And those are for drug treatment programs, am I
for
correct?
drug treatment and drug and alcohol treatment.
Okay,
Yes.
do you know Mr. Wareham?
I do.
Okay, and what would you have a suggestion for the court?
I spoke with the family today, and I know Mr. Wareham I worked with him a couple of years ago, actually. And we would suggest that maybe he be held temporarily to detox where he is right now.
Okay,
And in the meantime, we will find him, we're looking at his insurance right now, find him a 28-day residential program where he'll be housed with us and 8 hours a day in treatment.
have you been able to speak with him?
Not yet.
But you know him,
I do.
and do you believe that he represents a danger to himself or others in this toxified state he's in?
I think he represents a danger to himself for sure.
Okay, because he does have heroin and buprenorphine.
Yes,
If I could comment on that, Judge.
that's a dangerous combination.
And speaking with his father, he had said Thomas had said something to his dad about it being a little bit different. We've come to find, and I've talked to Don Maines a number of times, that the heroin that's on the street today is sometimes a cheaper grade of heroin that is actually being embellished with flakka and other drugs.
Right.
And it's scary. So in his best interest, I think that he's got to totally detox. That's what his dad wants, and he's amenable to treatment for sure.
It does say here the defendant actually admitted to that he was taking heroin. He found a spoon, syringes. It does seem that this is a very, very serious situation for his own health and well-being. Go ahead, State.
And Your Honor, I guess what I would recommend, and obviously I'd want the court to take into consideration when setting a bond, the testimony you've received today that Mr. Wareham does pose a danger to himself. Obviously, Your Honor can't order him detained at this point. Now, of course, his family could move to Marchman Act him, but that's a civil matter. But what I would ask is, in addition to any bond the court does set, I would ask for a pretrial release with testing at least twice a week, Your Honor. That way, while the family is seeking a 28-day rehab, should he violate, he can be brought right back in, and then he could be detained at that point.
May I ask a question, Your Honor? While he's in pretrial, he won't be able to get to PTI while he's in the 28-day program. What I'm asking for is custody to the 28-day program and then PTI.
But first, you want him to detox for a few days first?
Yes.
I think that's appropriate, Judge.
And if he's in custody, they can interview him while he's still in custody, and obviously he wouldn't be able to
Why
go
don't I
to...
do this? Why don't I set a bond and we just reset this case for a certain amount of time, come back and send him out of the jail right to your program?
Yeah, my concern is just, can we approach that?
Whatever. Come on. Oh, okay, sir, I've spoken with your attorney based on your criminal record, the facts of the case. Your bond on count one's $2,500, two $2,500. Your total bond is $5,000 plus pretrial release. You're going to be drug tested at least every week if you make
Okay.
one. Thank you.
Yep, thanks.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Yes.
May I please call Quatika Scott? I believe it was passed from this morning. Chad Petrowski on her behalf.
It's at one of the satellites,
About
Judge.
putting all the,
Okay.
I think you just tell Paul Rudd.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Hi, Ms. Scott. Ma'am, you have an attorney here present, sir. She's charged with aggravated battery, attempted robbery with a firearm, attempted robbery with a firearm. Now, do you have any comment about probable cause today, sir?
No, Your Honor, I don't have a comment regarding probable cause. The warrant was signed by a judge.
Okay, now, let me ask you, State, are there priors on this?
no, Your Honor.
She has no criminal record. Do you suggest any bond amount or?
Your Honor, I am concerned. I know she doesn't have priors, but based on the allegations in this case, not only the alleged victims of the case, but another witness ties her into being involved in drug deals. She was identified as a person essentially setting these people up to get robbed, one of which was shot, and I just want to be as accurate as possible. Shot one time, hitting the victim in the arm and stomach, Your Honor. Using a fake name in this instance, Your Honor. I do have concerns. High level of violence alleged in this case. I understand she wasn't the one that fired the shot, but essentially it is being alleged here that she brought these two men to the scene where they were robbed and one was shot. I'd be asking for $100,000 on count one, Your Honor, $50,000 on counts 2 and 3, pretrial release with a GPS monitor.
Do you have any comment about bond, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, the court's aware she has no criminal priors. This took place over a year ago. There's been no instances of violence since that time. She was a minor participant, if anything at all, in this alleged crime. She didn't possess a gun. She didn't possess any money. She didn't possess any drugs. She's merely alleged to have been present, maybe made a phone call. Judge, she has no priors. She's a young girl. She can't make anything above standard bond. Pratika, are you working right now?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
How much
yes.
money do you make a week?
I make $12.50 an hour. I make 40 hours a week.
How much do you
I
make?
get
How much
paid.
do you make a month total?
Probably like 1,200
1,200.
or more.
Judge, anything above standard bond in this case would be tantamount to no bonds. She's not paying her legal fees in this case. Numerous family members have come together to scrounge up enough to hire me to even come today.
Let me ask you, does she have children? Do we know? Does she have children?
Do you have any children, Pratika?
I don't have children. I have custody of my little niece.
State, I think that bonds. Hi, let me, who's going to help bond her?
Her father and her uncle, Kenneth and Cleve.
I'm going to set her bond today at, I'm going to set her bond at $5,000 on count 1, 2, and 3.
Your Honor, and I'm going to make a record, a $15,000 bond for allegedly the person that set up people to get, one was shot. This wasn't just a holdup. A man was shot, serious shooting, Your Honor, wasn't a graze, wasn't a flesh wound, he was shot in the stomach.
I understand. Your point's been made.
Well, I'm just making a record, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I understand. Total bond's $15,000, pretrial release, GPS monitor. I'm going to let her work. She'll be able to work, but I'm going to order. State, do we know the name of the alleged victim?
Victims are
Aaron Hunt.
Aaron Hunter.
I have Aaron Hunt. But, okay,
It's
Todd Jones.
It's Hunter and Todd
No
Jones.
contact with Aaron Hunt, Aaron Hunter, Todd Jones. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Pratika,
you.
we're gonna. All right. Thanks, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Watika, the judge said a bond, we're gonna get you out, okay? So just sit tight.
Thank you.
I thought it
welcome.
said Hunt. Did it say Hunt or Hunt?
Hunter.
Hunter. Thank you. Mr.
Thank you.
Shake, you want to come up real quick?
Sure, Judge, thank you very much.
Okay, may I see Daniel Affatato?
Main jail.
I can't. If you want to ask for the court's copy, that's fine. But I'm not
Affatato,
able
you're
to
charged
provide that.
with municipal ordinance, count 1 and 2. Those are open container, littering. I think those are out of
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Okay. So,
I'd like to resolve this today, Your Honor, if I
let me
can.
ask, are you working, sir? Do
I am.
you have any money in the bank?
I do not.
Would you like the services of a free attorney today? He's in the courtroom to help you through the hearing?
Sure,
Okay,
sure,
so
yes.
I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you. Mr. Shate, did you have a chance to speak with anybody on this case?
Judge, I tried to contact Mr. Laney earlier on, but I wasn't able to get a hold of him.
I just as soon, if you want to plead no contest, we'll withhold adjudication. Case will be over with today. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to have
So I
to
can plead,
Excuse me?
so I can plead no contest and it's
Correct.
over?
Correct.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Any reason we can't go ahead?
No, Judge.
Okay. How do you plead, sir?
I plead no contest.
I'll withhold adjudication on both counts. Thank you. Bruce Dunn.
Done.
Okay, Mr. Dunn, municipal. Municipal ordinance violation, open container.
Is this the second look? Didn't he just here?
Is it? Let me look.
I thought he was here just a couple of days ago.
I don't know. No arrest. You know what? Mr. Dunn, I know you don't have any money. Do you want me to appoint the attorney who's in the courtroom with us right now to help you through the hearing?
Whatever, sir.
Okay, I'm going to appoint Mr. Shade. Mr. Shade, Mr. Shade.
Judge, if I'm not mistaken, we were just in front of Judge Lerner Wren on this case. We rolled him from here to another division,
I'm going to send him to Lerner Wren, all right?
and he was supposed to.
$100 fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And that was just last Thursday or Wednesday.
Okay. I think that's it, Mr.
That's it?
Maybe not.
What about Tucker?
Then maybe Bobby Tucker, Judge, from Deerfield.
Yeah, Bobby Tucker.
That's it, Mr. Dunn. Go outside. Go on up, Mr. Tucker. That way.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hi.
Go outside that way.
The attorney, sir?
There's gonna be the other attorney on the other side. He's gonna take you out.
Okay. Bobby Tucker, you're here for a
That was Mr. Bashar back over there. I don't need to.
open
You're
container
there for a second
alcohol.
look.
So are you working now,
Yes.
Mr. Tucker?
You're free for a second look.
Yes, sir.
What type of work is that?
See
Do
about trying to get you out of here.
I'm doing general labor.
you have any money in the
Classic.
bank?
No, sir. I just picked up my paycheck to go pay the ticket when I got arrested.
Do you want me to
I
give
didn't cash
Would you
it.
like me to give you an attorney who can represent you today in court?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you, Mr. Shate.
What?
Sir, if he pleads
ahead.
no contest, case will be over with today. Is that something you'd like to do?
Oh, yeah, and everything will be wrapped up today?
Yeah, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. I appointed Mr. Shate to represent you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I
Thank
think
you.
that's it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
I'm going to see Nicholas Reed. Hi, Mr.
Hello,
Reed.
Judge.
Hi, sir. Municipal, I'm sorry. No, this isn't a municipal ordinance violation. I don't know why I picked this up.
That's it.
This is a battery. You see your judge in the coming days. Your bond's $500. Thank you.
You have to sit back over there.
Is Hoyos yours?
I don't know, Judge. There's a Frank Humphrey on page 5 of the
See
docket.
Hoyos, please.
Sir, I need help because I'm a little slow.
That'd be great. Well, is this his office number or his cell? You know, is there any way because do you know if he's? His office number's fine. That's fine.
Judge, Mr. Hoyos is present at the main. He is anxious to resolve these cases if at all possible.
Okay.
You know, I told him I'm down here today. But yeah, man. Same, pretty much the same down here.
Thank you so much.
I have an eviction going on.
It's okay. Thanks. One, she's by law entitled to it.
Okay, so I see Hoyos has a municipal ordinance case.
You know how they were saying that they were scratching all that money together? Her mom's a physician. Yeah.
Exposing sex orders in public, that's a misdemeanor. All right, were you already appointed on this, Mr.? I think I did appoint your office already on this.
No, well, Judge, if you did, I see that it's out of Lauderhill, and I see the other one is out of Pompano
Oh,
Beach. So we wouldn't be able to represent Mr. Hoyos.
Okay, okay, wait, hold on one second. Which one's out of
Here's the
Lauderhill?
thing I need.
Which one is the
Up-to-date
municipal
contact
ordinance
information.
out of? Do we know?
The loitering would be out of Lauderhill, Judge.
And the
VMO case?
The MO's out of Lauderhill. Could you do me a favor?
Because here's what happens now. Pretrial release services has to
Case
contact
needs
them.
a lawyer, so I can resolve this.
Sure,
Thank you, sir. You want to plead no contest to both cases you have on the docket today?
Excuse me? Yes. Yes.
Do you need any more time to speak with an attorney before you wrap these up today?
No, sir.
Okay. Sir, you understand by pleading no contest, they're over. This is it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
I plead no contact,
Okay, I'm
sir.
going to accept that, Mr. Hoyos, and we'll withhold adjudication on both. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. So I'm out, right? You're done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so pretrial
Okay.
candidate.
Now,
Judge, on page 5 of your docket, there's a Frank Humphrey. He's in the main jail, and he's a medical reset. I just wanted to let the court know.
okay. Sounds good. We'll make sure we pass that through, all right?
Okay, take care,
Hey,
Judge.
you know what? Let me just make sure there's no other ones after that. You said Frank Humphrey?
Thank you, Detective. I really appreciate this.
Well, when I get to it, we'll pass it through, all right?
Okay, Judge.
Okay.
Take care.
Mr. McLawrence, I'm not sure if you have Anthony Pleat as an MO10 case.
It showed that it was.
Also on the second.
It showed that it was ROR on the MO.
We don't know who's got the keys.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It shows time served. You're right. My mistake.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. Take
Okay,
care.
now, I don't know who was in here next. Are you together right here?
Yeah, we'll together.
Okay, I don't know who was next, so.
But
how
we'll
about I
see.
call you
All right,
two,
thank you.
here. Tell us which case you're here on.
My husband, Johnny Sanchez.
Johnny Sanchez, please, come on forward.
Main jail.
Mr. Sanchez, you're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Do you have any prayers on Mr. Sanchez? No?
Get up straight.
I guess he couldn't hear you.
Yeah, he can. Ma'am, raise your right hand for me.
What was the question, Judge?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
I didn't hear you.
What was the question?
Oh, ma'am, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell me your name, ma'am.
My name is Milena Sanchez.
Ms. Sanchez, okay, how do you, you're the wife of Johnny?
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
ma'am. I have here that, okay, your husband allegedly got into an argument with your son and allegedly headbutted him. So, how's your son doing?
He's okay. He went to the school today. Actually, we have other 2 children. And the
Do
only...
you have children together?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then, how old are the other kids?
My oldest that was in the accident, he's 17. My middle one is 16. And the child that we have together is 8 years old.
Okay, let me ask you, have there been any other problems between your husband and the 17-year-old?
I mean, the regular things that happen at home, but nothing major.
I mean, is this a situation that's getting serious over time?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Was there any drinking, alcohol, drugs involved in this?
Not at all.
Are you concerned that it's going to happen again? There's going to be something worse to happen next time?
Not at all. Actually, he pretty much raised my kids since my oldest was 6 years old, and this is the first time that something...
Are there any guns or weapons in the house?
No.
No?
No.
Does he have a criminal record?
No, he doesn't.
All right. Was your son injured? No, he was not.
Well, he says he
I just
suffered
went
a
to say something, and my
contusion to his
husband-
forehead, small laceration.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to release him today on his own recognizance. However, for the time being, I'm just going to order he doesn't stay at the house. He has to stay somewhere else. He'll go see another judge in about a month from now, and at that time, the next judge can deal with this, all right?
So he cannot go to the house.
No, I'm going to order he has to stay 500 feet from your son. So wherever your son's living, going to school, working, he has to stay 500 feet from him.
Sir, I have a question quickly. I don't drive. He was the one that was taking me everywhere.
Okay, well, you can work that out as long as your son's not there and he wants to drive by. I'll put it this way. How about we make an exception? He can pick you up in front of the house. How's that?
Okay, that's
Okay? So, okay, I made a note of that, all right, ma'am? Okay, and he'll see another judge in about a month from now, and at that time, Judge McHugh can decide how to handle this, okay?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Now, I don't know who was next. Sir, you want to come up and please? Sure. Tell us which case you're here on.
Yeah, I'm here for James Watson.
James Watson, please.
What about it?
Has it been done yet, or you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
James Watson, possession of heroin, tampering with evidence.
Yeah, it's on the second docket.
Quick finds. There is probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Watson?
One moment.
No?
No priors.
Okay. Sir, raise your right hand.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Tell us your name.
John Leo.
And sir, how do you know James Watson?
He went to the facility that I'm actually representing, Addiction Solutions of South Florida. He's alumni. I've been in contact with him since his discharge in early April.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm the alumni coordinator, so I do follow-ups, and I was following up with him all the way up until his relapse, which was recent, and I actually have an acceptance letter here with Solutions, and I've been in contact with his parents. They're completely open to him returning to treatment, and he was You know, it's a 90-day program, and he stayed 4 months, so he could use, you know, the freshen up.
Okay, so he's got no priors, right? And what's the address of your treatment center?
It's 16145 State Road 7, and I have the admission letter here for you, Judge.
I believe you. Let me ask you, Mr. Watson, who lives on 8th Street in Deerfield Beach? Turn that up. Who lives on 8th Street in Deerfield? Do you know someone who lives there?
Yeah, that was my address, my previous address.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm going to let you go out of jail today. I'll release you. You have to go directly. You're going to pick him up at the jail?
Absolutely.
You have to go back to the treatment center. Do you understand that, sir?
All right.
That's a part of your release condition. You're not allowed to abscond. You're not allowed to leave there. You have to stay there and follow all their rules, all right?
All right.
Now, what you should do is contact the courthouse in the next few days, the clerk of the court. Let them know that your address has changed, all right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna release them all. Thank you.
And then, Your Honor, I can just go straight to where he's at and wait for his release. I can go straight to where he's at and wait for his release.
Yes. Well, he's not gonna be out till like dinner time tonight, so he's right next door. He's in the building next door here.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I mean, if you wait, you're gonna be waiting 5-6 hours.
So how do I set up like a
He
phone
can call you when he's getting out.
Excellent. That's what we'll do then. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Now, sir, which case are you here on? What's his name? Louder. Al Martin?
Al Mahdi.
Okay. Let me just look here. Let's see if I find something. Got it. I've got it right here. Al Mahdi Adiaza.
Judge, will the court consider an ROR in this case? They found the cannabis in a Louis Vuitton bag. Unless he's the owner of the Louis Vuitton bag, it was an honest person.
Charged with possession of cannabis. Do you still live on Northwest 37th Street in Coconut Creek?
I just moved to a new address.
You have to contact the clerk of the court when you get out of jail and let them know what your new address is, okay?
Definitely.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Very good. You're done. Remember?
Amanda Nunez.
Thank you.
Nick
I'm
Vincent.
ready. Okay.
Cadet Alexandre.
Right.
Frank Humphrey.
Doctor, I have a question. I have to go and pay for him right now.
Apparently.
Amanda Nunez.
Okay, thank you.
North Broward.
Ms. Nunez, 2 counts of domestic battery, 1 count of criminal mischief, and a trespassing.
Judge, I did speak with her, if you want me to.
Probable cause. Go ahead.
Judge, she's currently in college and also working. She works as a receptionist at Merchant Advanced Network. She's been working there for 1 month. She's also goes to Broward College, and she's taking general classes and working on getting her degree. She resides in Fort Lauderdale. She resides there with her mother, and she pays rent. I would ask, she only has $400 in the account, and she has no way to access that money, and she doesn't have her phone. She wasn't arrested with her phone. I don't think she's ever been in trouble before. I would ask the court if she doesn't have a prior record at all, maybe this is somebody that we could take a chance on, the court can take a chance on and release her pretrial release, no contact with the victim, the alleged victims in the case, so she could continue working and go to school.
Got it. State, does she have any criminal record?
No.
No. Did you have contact with the alleged
Yes,
victim?
he's very concerned with his safety from both him and her family, and he wants a restraining order.
Got it. Ma'am, I'm going to set your bond on count 1 at 1,000, count 2 at 1,000, count 3, I'm going to set that bond at $500, count 4, ROR, your total bond today's $2,500. It's based on the level of violence. The court's concerned for the safety of the alleged victims. Ma'am, I'm going to order you have no contact with Richie Nunez and Richie Nunez Sr. You must stay 500 feet from both of them, all of their property, where they live, work, go to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release.
Judge,
Thank you.
I did, in light of speaking with her before, would the court do a mental health screen too?
Sure. I'll do a
Thank
mental health screen. Thank you. How about Nick Vincent?
Danger.
Mr. Vincent, battery, sir. State, let me see, that's a felony battery.
No, you read it right the first time.
What's probable cause?
You read it
State,
right the
do you have
first
any
time.
priors on this gentleman?
One
He had an aggravated assault with firearm, 2006 at Vero Beach with and a trespass 2005 out of Sebastian, another battery on a Leo 2005 out of Sebastian, and a DUI out of Sebastian 2005.
Got it. All right, Mr. Miller, anything you'd like to say?
Judge, Mr. Benson has been living in South Florida for since 2013. He does have a job, WF Alliance. Workforce Alliance. He has one child that he takes care of, strong family ties to this community, no money in the bank, no real estate. He does have a place to stay separate from the alleged victim in this case. Judge, in light of the fact that he's been out of trouble for almost a decade, I would ask the court to consider a pretrial release. Or Mr. Vincent advises me that he's recently obtained employment and that he's afraid that he will lose his job if he's unable to bond out.
Okay, sir, do you have any contact with the
Yes,
alleged?
he's concerned with her safety.
Okay, it says that he kicked her several times with steel-toed boots. Okay, you have a child in comments, sir. I do know you have prior aggravated assault, a battery on a police officer. So I'm gonna set your bond today at $8,500. It's based on the level of violence the court's concerned, the safety of the alleged victim, criminal record could order you have no contact directly and indirectly with Jessica Hutchinson, no contact with her directly or indirectly, and no contact with Manuel Hutchinson, directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from both of them. Where they live, work, go to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. Thank you. How about Cadet Alexandre?
You don't want them to end up like this.
Medical. Are you Cadet Alexander?
He's
He's medical. I'm sorry, he's present. Judge.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this one here.
Mr. Alexandre?
Two KP.
Yes.
Sir, count 2 is license suspended. Quick finds probable cause on that. Multiple failures to pay traffic tickets, failure to appear. Count 3 is a misdemeanor, warrant 1,004. Traffic criminal 250. Count 5, traffic criminal $500. Thank you.
Well, Your Honor, count 3 is a capias from an unserved summons, so this is his first time appearing before a judge. We would ask for a no contact order. Listed victim's name and information, I'll write it down for the clerk, is Danielle Longobardi.
No contact with Danielle Lagovardi. No contact with her. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. Thank you.
No, she's not.
How about Frank Humphrey? Oh,
Come here.
that's medical down, right?
One listed victim only.
Reset for Thursday PM.
That might have been what came through originally, but.
Thursday PM. Okay. Harrison Smith, Lucas Andrade, Javaris Williams, and Arthur Wilson. Harrison Smith, license suspended. Court finds probable cause. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you. How about Lucas Andrade?
Harrison Smith.
Lucas Andrade. Where's Lucas Andrade?
North Broward, Judge.
Lucas Andrade, are you at North Broward? Whose was?
Harrison Smith.
Smith?
No, Your Honor.
He'll get his money back. Is that the guy who, what was he charged with? $100? There we go. Let him get his money back. Lucas Andrade. Do we have Lucas Andrade? Did he bond? I'll put it to the side. All right, what about Javaris Williams? Javaris Williams.
Medical reset.
Set for Thursday p.m.
Your Honor, can the court make a probable cause determination?
Here you go. Hello, Mr. Arthur Wilson.
Here.
To grant that. Insert count 15, 1,000. Thank you. Giovanni Spencer, Derek Jean-Pierre, Nixon Munoz, Raheem Frater.
Okay.
Just have 1 second now, break.
Mr. Giovanni Spencer, Grand Theft Auto,
Judge.
license suspended.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Melnick is Mr. Spencer's attorney. He asked if the court could please reset this to tomorrow morning.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a hold. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll do that. I'll put it on Thursday a.m.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. Good luck.
There you go. Tomorrow morning.
Derek?
Do that?
No.
Thank you.
Go outside and have a seat.
How about Derek Jean-Pierre?
North Broward Jail, Judge.
Sir, possession of cocaine, cannabis, heroin. Court finds probable cause. State of their prayers on this, gentlemen.
One moment, Judge.
Judge, may I get into his ties while the state's looking for priors? Judge, I spoke with him. He's been living in Deerfield Beach all his life. He's graduated from the Youth Automated Training Center. He's currently not working and has no money in the bank. I believe you were living with your aunt, right?
I'm living with my mom.
Oh, you're with your mom. So he does have a stable residence, Judge. Can I say something off the record, Judge, in regards to his medical condition?
Sir, go ahead.
He wanted me to ask if there isn't much of a prior record. He does, from what I gathered from him, he does have a stable address, and maybe pretrial may be appropriate.
Go ahead, state anything.
A couple old juveniles. It appears that he's also. It looks like he's dealing also.
Yes, sir. It does look like you're actually you're dealing in the drugs. It says defendant admitted selling heroin for $20 a capsule. And so I'm going to say your bond on count 1 at 1,000, 2 at 100, count 3 at 1,000. It's based on this court's concern for the safety of the community, based on your admission. Nixon Munoz. Hello.
Judge, Mr. Munoz is Spanish language defendant, and he has declined the public defender.
Sir, do you speak English? Inglés?
Habla inglés?
Okay.
No.
Could you call it Spanish?
I just did.
We just did, Judge.
Thank you. Raheem Frater, siete se, por favor.
Main jail.
Sir, Mr. Frater, carry and conceal firearm probation violation.
Capias issue. That's why I didn't give it to you. Because,
Count 1 is 1,000. Count 2, that's no
bond.
bond.
Change it. It's $1,000 capias.
Thank you.
And that's all I'm telling you.
Devontae McClendon.
North Broward Jail.
Timothy Washington, Andrew Lanez, Daryl Bash.
Good morning.
Devontae McClendon.
He's over at the North Broward Jail, Judge.
Sir, possession with intent to sell, deliver heroin, resisting arrest, no driver's license. The court finds there is ID card. No driver's license. Okay.
Judge, I did speak with him if you want to, if I may get into his ties briefly. Judge, he's trying to get a job. He graduated from mechanic school, just recently graduated from there. He lives in an apartment with his aunt. He's been residing in Deerfield Beach all his life. He will try to contact his mom to help him bond out. Will the court lower the bond if he doesn't have much of a prior record?
Well, let's find out.
This is Raheem Frater?
No,
Devon.
Okay, one moment, Your Honor. Okay. So, Patrice, do you have juveniles? I see he has a trespass as an adult just a few months ago. He doesn't have any, or you don't? It's not showing in your system.
Yes.
Yes.
What do we need to go off the record for?
He's got juveniles.
Okay, come on back up, Mr. McClendon. Okay, anything else from the defense? No? Okay, Mr. McClendon?
Yes, sir.
So your bond's gonna be $2,500 on count 1, and count 2 and 3, those are RORs. Thank you, sir. It's based on your juvenile record, the facts of the case. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. How about Timothy Washington? Aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Court finds probable
And,
cause.
Your Honor, I think this is actually, it's aggravated in nature because the alleged victim was pregnant, and there's evidence to indicate that Mr. Washington is aware of that.
Right. Okay. State, I find probable cause to you. Got aggressive through a punch, struck her in the shoulder with a piece of metal from the top of a lighter. She scratched him on the arm. Then he grabbed her on the neck, choked her using his arm. They are the parents of a 1-year-old child. She's 6 weeks pregnant at the time. Go ahead.
One moment, Your Honor.
This allegedly occurred. Just go ahead.
Mr. Washington,
Yes. Yes, sir.
you're from Willingboro, New Jersey?
Yes, sir, I am.
What part?
I don't know, like, the part of it. I just know I'm from William.
By Garfield High?
Yeah.
By
yes,
Garfield
sir.
High? Judge, I grew
Yes,
up
sir.
there. We're from the same neighborhood, well, if that's worth anything.
I thought you were from Philly.
It's right across from Philly, right? We're right by Philly, right?
You guys, we can
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
reminisce after the doc.
Go ahead. Stay.
He was arrested in early June for possession of flakka. Charges are still pending. Have not been found. Found decision has not been made. 2014 battery. 2014 strong arm robbery. Resisting without violence. 364 days. Trespass. 2014. Grand theft auto. Fleeing and eluding. Resisting without violence. Leaving the scene. 2013. Dealing stolen property, false ownership info on a pawn item, 2013.
Got it. Okay, sir, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set your bond today. You have an open flakka case, I do notice, but you do have strong arm robbery and battery in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set your bond today at $7,500. And I'm going to let you bond out. You're not allowed to have any contact directly or indirectly with Sean Aristide. No contact with her directly, indirectly. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That's where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns or weapons while you're out on release. Thank you. How about Andrew Lainez?
Yes, sir. North.
Sir, possession with intent to sell, deliver cannabis. Court finds probable cause. Do we have any priors on this gentleman?
One more minute.
Judge, I could get into his ties if you want me. Judge, he is he's working on getting his GED. He currently lives with his parents in Coral Springs. He's not working at this juncture. He does have a fractured ankle, so he's been applying for places for desk jobs. I think he spoke with pretrial earlier. I don't know if they verified his address, but we're going to send him to you, Patrice. Maybe if lack of prior record, maybe we could do a pretrial release on this gentleman.
And I'm gonna separate them anyways. He has no priors.
All right, sir, do you still live on Forest Hills Drive, Coral Springs?
Yes, sir.
Both drops.
I'm going to release
Wait.
him tomorrow. Thank you.
A what?
How about Daryl Bash?
As a
Mr. Bash is present at the main jail, Judge.
Mr. Bash, violation of probation, no bond, thank you. Missy, Hubert Hughes, Kenneth,
North Broward.
Michael Parrish.
Hughes is north.
Okay, Mr. Hughes, resisting arrest, that is $100. Probation violation, count 2, that is no bond. Thank you, sir. How about Kenneth McDougal?
Bonded.
Okay. Michael Parrish.
Med reset.
So that's going to be Thursday. You know what? Why don't we do Friday PM? He hasn't come for a long time.
And you've already revoked him on another case.
Did I?
Yes, he's being held no bond on.
You know what? I'm going to put it on Saturday. There you go. Put it on Saturday. Not reset for Saturday. There you go. Okay.
I know.
Roderick Jones, Ronaldo Reyes, Jr., Polanco, Carabaya.
Roderick Jones is over at the North Broward Jail, Judge. Judge, I did inquire as to his ties to the community. He can't post bond, and his aunt. He's a resident of Pompano Beach. He resided in Pompano Beach. He's lived there 13 years. He currently doesn't have a place to stay, and the only person he's in contact with is his aunt, and she's unable to afford any bond. I would ask, just based on my conversations with him, will the court do a medical and mental health screen?
Okay. Now, let me ask, does he have any criminal record state?
Yes, Your Honor. He just pled out a theft about 3.5 weeks ago.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set your bond at 1,000, sir, based on your criminal record. Thank you. How about Ronaldo Reyes?
We need an interpreter. Oh, no. I don't know if I'm right.
Spanish interpreter, private attorney.
Well, the attorney's not here.
I understand. Let's wait for Spanish.
Of course. We have, Your Honor, we have a Creole interpreter, though, for Luder's Brave.
What did he tell you?
I don't know, you tell me what to tell you. I want to see what you're paying attention. Polanco, Caraballo.
Bonded.
No. Got it. Okay, ready to go for fuel, ma'am? They'll check it out and they'll let you know when it's done. Ma'am, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Creole, Creole to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability?
I do. Vivian Senos.
Sir, you are charged
Monsieur Chajo
with 6 counts of lewd and lascivious acts.
avec 6 comptes d'actes immoraux.
On a victim between 12 and 16 years of age.
Une victime qui gagne moins de 12 ans.
Basically, count 7 and 8 are the same charges.
Alors, compte 7 avec 8, c'est même charge là tout.
9 is basically the same charge.
9e compte là, c'est même pareil.
Count 10 is promoting the sexual activity of a minor.
Et compte 10, c'est que ou t'es fait sexe avec un petit monde.
Okay. State.
Yes, Judge.
Are there any priors on this gentleman?
No, Judge.
There's no criminal record. Sir, how long have you lived here in South Florida?
Monsieur, depuis combien de temps vous vivez aux États-Unis, dans la ville de Floride?
4 years.
4 years.
And are you currently employed?
Vous travaillez?
Yes.
What type of work do you do?
Quel genre de travail vous faites?
I'm working in golf car.
Do you have any money in the bank?
Ou gen l'argent dans banque?
No.
No.
Who will bond you from the jail today?
Qui moun ka paye garanti pour te ka retire dans prison jodi a?
Moi-même qui paye.
I will be paying it.
Sir, based on the alleged age of the victim,
OK, monsieur, à cause de l'âge victime nan,
the facts of the case,
et fait qui nan ka,
the court will set your bond today.
Tribunal a mette garanti ou.
Just let me look at something here real quick.
When you come to
Sir, what's going to set your bond on count 1?
Y a mette garanti ou pour compte 1 jusqu'à 10,
5,000 per count.
pour 5,000 pour chaque compte.
Your total bond will be $50,000 today.
Alors pour total là, la $50,000.
You'll have pre-trial release with the GPS monitor.
Y a kalage ou avant pour venir dans jugement ensemble avec un moniteur dans pied. Ou niveau 2, yo pas charge pour ça.
You are not allowed to have any direct or indirect
Monsieur, ou
contact.
pas gain droit pour gain contact direct
Initials of CA.
ensemble avec une fille qui gagne initial lycée A.
You must stay 500 feet from her at all times.
C'est pour rester 500 pieds de lui-même tout le temps.
That is where she lives,
Côté le
works,
rete, côté le travail,
school,
côté l'aller l'école,
where in between.
et qui n'importe côté entre eux.
You are to not possess any guns or weapons at any
Ou pas
time.
doué pour gagner aucun arme. So,
Thank you.
merci.
Ma'am, would you like to make an announcement? Thank you, sir.
Merci, monsieur.
Would you like to make an announcement, ma'am?
Gen l'autre monde qui besoin interprète créole? Gen l'autre monde qui besoin interprète créole?
No? Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Missy Jarvis Parker,
Medical recess.
so Thursday PM on Parker. David, I don't know.
At the North Broward Jail.
I can't, there's no way I could say that name. Muna. Hey, hello, sir.
You're released.
So you have a violation of probation. That is a no bond hold. Thank you.
Got our interpreter.
Okay. Ma'am, hello.
Hello.
Hi. You want to step forward and we'll take care of our two Spanish people? May I see, we have Ronaldo Reyes. Ma'am, do you swear
Present
or
at the
affirm-
main jail. He's declined the public defender.
I understand. Ma'am, do you swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish, English, truthfully and to the best of your ability?
I do. Alicia Stegmauer.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Reyes.
Buenos días. Buenas tardes, señor Reyes.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Sir, let me remind you,
Señor, quiero recordarle,
and I advised you
y
yesterday,
le advertí ayer,
you have the right to remain silent
que usted
today.
tiene el derecho de guardar silencio hoy.
Remember what I explained to you.
¿Usted se acuerda lo que le expliqué?
Sí.
Yes.
So, you know you do not need to make any comments today, and if you do,
Así que no
whatever
tiene
you
que
say
hacer
will be used
ningún,
against you.
no tiene que hacer ningún comentario hoy. Y si
Is
lo
that clear?
hace, va a ser usado en su contra. ¿Estamos claros?
Sí.
Yes.
We reset this today so you could bring in an attorney. Do you have an attorney?
Aplazamos esto para hoy para que trajera un abogado. ¿Tiene un abogado?
Tengo abogado, pero no me he podido contactar con él porque la tarjetica, cuando me cambiaron la ropa, se perdió con la ropa que me quitaron.
I have an attorney, but I haven't been able to contact him because the card was in the clothes that they switched for me.
Do you have his name?
¿Tiene su
Her
nombre?
name?
¿O el nombre de ella?
No, es hombre, pero no me
No,
acuerdo.
he's a
porque-
man, but I don't recall.
Does your family know who this is?
¿Su familia sabe quién es este?
Sí, sí.
Yes, yes.
Well, have you been able to speak with your family about
¿Ha
it?
podido hablar con su familia sobre esto?
No he podido porque los nombres de ellos estaban en la tarjetica. Entonces, no
No,
he podido llamar a los que han puesto dinero.
because their names were in the card, and I couldn't talk to the people that have posted the money.
Does your family know the name of the attorney?
¿Su familia sabe el nombre del abogado?
Sí, ellos fueron los que lo pusieron.
Yes, they're the ones that hired him.
Okay.
Your Honor, I think we're at the point where he has.
Give me a quick moment.
Es los mismos hechos, excepto que ahora hay una muerte.
Sir, the court today will find there. Are you seeking to hold him without bond? Sir, the court will find proof
Señor,
evident presumption
El
great
juez va a dictar que hay pruebas contundentes,
that you committed the murder
que usted cometió el homicidio
you are charged with.
con el cual se le acusa.
In this case,
En este caso,
court notes that a previous judge
el juez nota que un juez previo
presumption great
halló que había pruebas contundentes
when this was an attempted murder case.
cuando esto fue un caso de intento de homicidio.
Now the only issue that has changed
Ahora
is
lo único que ha cambiado esto
the court now has proof that the person expired.
es que el juez ahora tiene prueba que la persona falleció.
So the court will order that
Así
you be
que el
held
juez
without
va a
bond.
ordenar que lo detengan sin fianza.
The court believes proof evident presumption
El
great
juez cree
standard
que
has
es
been
prueba
met.
contundente.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Nixon Munoz. Sir, you are
Thank you.
charged with robbery with a firearm.
Señor, se le acusa de robo con un arma de fuego.
And State, are you seeking a full
Yes,
foreclosed
Judge.
bond and release conditions? on
Yes,
this
Your
gentleman?
Honor.
Judge, I was advised he declined the public defender. Is that correct, Mr. Miller?
Señor
was my understanding,
Miller,
yes.
él rechazó el abogado de oficio.
Mr. Munoz, are you going to go out? Is your family going to go out and hire an attorney?
Señor Muñoz, ¿su familia va a ir a contratar un abogado?
No he podido hablar con ellos.
I have been unable to talk to them.
Okay. I'm going to order the jail.
Está bien.
Have you called them? Have you been able to use the telephone?
¿Usted ha podido usar el teléfono para llamarlos?
Sí, pero el problema es que no han abierto la cuenta todavía y no tienen teléfono fijo en casa.
It's just that they haven't paid the bill yet and they don't have a landline on the house.
Okay.
Dice que está restringido.
It's restricted. The line is restricted for that phone.
Sir, based on these facts,
Basado en los hechos,
based on the serious nature of the charge,
basado en la prueba, en la naturaleza seria del
the level
cargo
of proof,
y el nivel de prueba,
the court will order
el juez va a ordenar
that proof evident presumption great
que hay
standard
prueba
has been met.
contundente, ha sido
Held without bond.
responsablemente llegado y usted lo van a detener sin fianza.
Your Honor, just for record purposes, I don't know if you recall, when one of the co-defendants came through, you also found proof
I
evident
remember
presumption
that.
grade on
Thank
the
you,
same
sir. You're going to be
affidavit.
held without bond.
Gracias, señor. Van a detenerlo sin fianza.
Hey, Judge. We have two left at the main. One is a 30-day motion and one is a second look.
Okay.
One moment on the 30-day.
Who's the 30-day?
I think it's,
Timothy Shade.
yes, that is correct. One moment, Judge. I'll have that for you. Your Honor, it has not been filed. Mr. Shade's entitled to release at this time.
Shade, you're going to be released
Thank
on
you,
your
Judge.
own recognizance.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Finally, Judge, we have Claude Michaud. He's here on a trespass $25 bond. Would like to resolve this case if the court is so inclined.
Okay.
Proceed.
This is, what is this gentleman's name?
Your Honor,
Tell me.
it's Claude Michaud.
Claude Michaud.
He's
okay.
got,
Mr. Michaud's been through a few times.
oh, it looks like he's got about 9 pending cases in front of Judge Brown. And
So I'm going to send this to the division judge. Thank you, Mr. Michaud.
We're clear at the main.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay, I see Anthony Pete.
North Broward, Your Honor. Right there on the X.
Well, Mr. Pete, you're here for theft. You've been in 22 days. How come you haven't bought it out, Mr. Pete?
Sorry, sir, I can't afford it.
Okay.
Um,
Do you have family here locally, sir?
No, sir.
No? How long have you lived
I
out
was-
here? How long have you been in South Florida?
Been in South Florida most of my life, sir.
Okay. Let's just take a look here.
Your Honor, I'm showing,
There's the scope from Walmart.
yeah, I think he just got out of jail recently, because I see he, he was arrested October 4th of last year for felony battery prior conviction. He was county sentenced to 364 days on a VOP. He just got out June 9th.
I understand, sir. You've been done 22 days. You want to plead no contest today?
Yes, sir.
They got their items back. Sir, do you understand? By pleading no contest, the case is over with today. We're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's wrapped up right now. You'll get a bill in the mail to pay a court cost. You'll have 6 months to pay that. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, withhold adjudication. You're not allowed to go back to Walmart, all right? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
How about
Thank you.
William Rice?
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay. Rice.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
He's awaiting a program on a possession of PvP. Sheila, is this the only thing holding him in?
Can I say something?
Hold on one moment.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's what we're talking about, the petty theft. That's the only thing holding him in.
Can we ROR on petty theft so you can go to the program?
The one guy already left?
Okay. So you're saying that Mr. Rice is waiting a program?
Yes, Spectrum.
And for what? What kind of case?
PvP.
PvP?
Yes.
He's got this petty theft in officer.
Yeah, he'll go when they have an opening, but
Can I get up?
no, you're Sheila.
Walmart, $94 worth of.
Sheila.
So would you like to resolve your case right now? You plead no contest, case is over with. You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have to come back to court on this. Would you like to do that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you're not allowed to go back to Walmart?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Are you on probation right now or parole for anything?
I am on no probation, no parole, no pretrial.
Okay. How do you plead, sir?
I plead no contest.
I'll accept it. I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck. Thank you. How about Moave Silveria?
Copy, Your Honor.
Sir, you're here for a battery. How come you haven't bonded out of jail yet?
Sir, because I've been going through a bad situation of my life and struggling financially.
Okay. Do you have family here locally?
Yes, sir.
Have you talked to them about bonding you out of jail?
I tried calling, sir, but I couldn't get in touch with anybody.
No?
Sir, did you get injured as a result of your arrest? You need somebody to take pictures of you?
Yes, sir.
Judge, will the court sign a photo order if the court it doesn't release it?
No problem.
Yeah, a blood vessel was popped in my eye, sir. My left eye.
Did you get?
Apparently he went after and elbowed a staff member that was trying to discharge him at Imperial Point Hospital. When he didn't want to be discharged, I guess he elbowed the person two more times in the face.
I'm going to send this to your division judge, sir. Thank you.
Judge, do you have an attorney?
Sir, I applied for a public defender.
Okay, so you already did. All right.
Thank you. Shakur Jones.
So VOP.
Shakur Jones? Do we have Shakur Jones? No? No? We'll have to reset that, okay? It's a violation of probation anyway. Why? So we know why it's coming here?
Because it's a North Satellite. No, it came through here to see if it can be resolved. If it can't, then it'll get assigned to a judge here.
How about Friday PM? Thank you.
No.
Okay. Friday PM on that, Shakura. Thank you. Okay, now. Okay.
We got 2 second looks on the felony. Christopher Jackson, Roberto Diaz.
Jackson is Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Hi, Ms. Jackson. False ID given to the police. Selling, manufacturing, delivering a forged or stolen instrument, in possession of a blank, fictitious, unlawful document. Is this a 30-day or second look?
Second look.
Okay, ma'am, how come you've not bonded out of the jail yet?
Because I've been getting in contact with my sister, but she says she haven't had no money. But I received disability for me and my son, but I have an appointment tomorrow for them to reissue my funds or whatever.
How long have you lived down here in South Florida?
All my life.
Okay, and how old is your son?
15.
And who's taking care of him right now?
I guess my sister is.
Okay.
I spoke with him yesterday or whatever. She says I just want to go home. My son, he's crying and.
I understand that.
And I'm.
I understand. Just give me a quick moment.
I mean,
Okay, so this is Miss Jackson, right?
Yes,
possession
sir.
of stolen property that was from a result of a burglary.
Okay, so
Don't figure out who it was.
I didn't handle this. This came out over.
Yeah, it came through over the weekend with Judge Paul.
Does she have any criminal record?
Well, I can only see Broward. Trespass 08, false proof of insurance 05, theft 04.
Ma'am, do you still live on 7th Street in Pompano?
Yes, sir.
You do live there?
Yes, sir.
You have an apartment number there?
No, it's a house.
Okay. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance there, all right, ma'am?
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good luck. Okay. And Roberto Diaz? Do we have Roberto Diaz? Where's Roberto Diaz? Is this a 30A or?
No.
He's not there. He's on medical? Okay, so just throw that back in the hopper. Let it go to the division. Who else do we have? Who's the gentleman at Paul Ryan? Sir, step forward.
That's Ryan Leonard, Your Honor, RR.
Who?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Ryan Leonard. What's your last
It
name,
was.
sir?
Leonard.
Leonard.
It was because it was taken off because we filed the information.
Sir, apparently there's a formal charge which has been filed against you, so they took it off the docket. Do you know what he's been charged with, State?
I'll tell you right now.
No. Let it go to the division, all right? Do you need me to sign any of these things?
Okay. We filed 1 count of burglary of a dwelling with the battery, 1 count of burglary of a dwelling, 1 count of violation of an injunction, and another.
Counts of burglary, 1 count of violating an injunction.
And 1 count of resisting without violence.
1 count of resisting arrest without violence. All right, sir? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, there was a case I think you put off the side, Lucas Andrade. I don't know if you handled
He posted his bond.
I didn't turn the microphone off either.
Patrice.
Okay.
Huh? What? They put on the felony case because they keep all the cases together. He was only here on the misdemeanor case.
Okay.
All right, never mind.
So, William Rice, what do we do? That's a program.
Your Honor, when someone has 2 cases, they always put all of them on the dot for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Oh, you got one more over here. Hold on. Lucas Andre, he bonded?
He posted bond.
Got it. Okay, thank you, everyone. We'll see you. We're out. We'll see you back tomorrow morning at 8:30. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Take care. Bye. We're out.